1949. Edward McGilvery is in his third-story Northside home, minding his own business when he slips on a banana peel, stumbles backwards and out the window, falls 40 feet to the ground, and lands on his feet. A claim I would immediately dismiss if not for the number of eyewitnesses. He's almost completely unhurt. Doctors will check him out later, but will only find a potentially burst blood vessel in one of his legs. So imagine if this were you. If you were just walking around your home one instant, and the very next instant you realize you just fallen 40 feet and not only completely defied death, but ended up pretty much fine. And now you're just standing outside. What do you do next? Maybe go to the hospital and get checked out just to make sure you're alright? Grab some eyewitnesses, go to the local paper, and recount a story of historical magnitude? If nothing else, walk over to a bar and get a drink while you reflect on your mortality? Well, Ed McGilvery does none of those things. After standing there for a moment, he just walks back upstairs and goes back to doing whatever he was doing. Mr. McGilvery may have been the first NPC in American history. From here forward, we're going to see a gradual yet total shift. Eventually, you won't be able to make the news simply by slipping on a banana peel and hurting yourself. There's going to need to be a hook. For example, Incident 294, 1963, Fulton, Kentucky, it's the International Banana Festival. A reveler slips on a banana peel, falls, and breaks her wrist. Didn't see that one coming. Incident 295, 1 year later, Fulton, Kentucky, it's the International Banana Festival. The princess of the festival slips and falls on a banana peel. Didn't see that one coming. Incident 297, a subway station, New York, New York. Val Maloney slips on a banana peel, falls, and has trouble getting up. A man sees this, rushes over, steals his watch, and runs away. A second man sees this, rushes over, tries to steal his wallet, and runs away. In June of 1984, Milwaukee Brewers pitcher Mike Caldwell misses time after spraining his ankle, although the Brewers don't appear to elaborate on how exactly he did so. Phil Pepe does, though. Phil Pepe, the venerable baseball writer who covered the New York Yankees for decades, has sources all across the league, and he has got the scoop. Apparently, Caldwell and some of his teammates got drunk on the plane on the way to Baltimore, and upon arriving at the hotel decided to start a drunken food fight in the lobby. Incident 302, according to Pepe, a banana peel was thrown, Caldwell slipped on it, and he sprained his ankle. Incident 303, on June 9th, 1991, a man is believed to have possibly slipped on a banana peel before falling and hurting his shoulder. So what's the hook? Well, that man is Byron Scott of the Los Angeles Lakers, who are currently in the process of losing the NBA Finals. Now let's go back once again to the big board. Scott was the only reported instance of a banana peel slip in the 1990s that I could find, and Caldwell was the only reported instance of the 1980s. I couldn't believe it. I still think there are a couple of stories I just wasn't able to dig up, but I ran several different searches using many different search parameters, and aside from those two athletes, all I could come up with was an abundance of newspaper writers using a banana peel slip as a metaphorical device to describe something like a team blowing a lead or a politician committing a gaffe. By the end of the 90s, banana peel incidents have become such an astronomical rarity that things have inverted. You no longer even need a hook, you just need to slip and hurt yourself on a banana peel. Incident 305, Edwardsville, Illinois. Dorothy Williams is walking out of a Quick Trip when she slips, falls, and sustains injuries. That alone is enough to earn her a write-up in the nationally syndicated column News of the Weird, fronted with the words, "It actually happens." We wait more than a decade until Incident 306, in which we see a nod to the scammers of old. August 8th, 2013, the elevator of the Potomac Metro Station in Washington, D.C. I won't show this man's name or his face because this was relatively recent and he wasn't looking for attention, he was just looking for a little bit of money. In choosing a train station, he seems to have the right idea, and in immediately complaining to a station employee that the floor wasn't clean, he has taken a page right out of Banana Anna's book. But Anna could not have imagined a playing field as tilted as this one in which security cameras are
There's
everywhere.
a security
This man can't really work with a partner to drop it because the partner would be caught on camera. So he has to drop it himself.
What?
Earlier in the footage, he's standing on a clean floor, so he's dead to rights the instant he performs a pretty unconvincing slip and fall. He's eventually charged with a felony, although I wasn't able to dig up how his case actually turned out. I hope they win easy on him.
What the fuck?
And I also hope this doesn't give anyone the idea that these things still aren't gravely dangerous, especially in train stations. Incident 307, just a few months later, December 20th, 2013, on the platform of New York City's Bowling Green station. While waiting for the 4 train, Manuel Cadiz steps to the edge of the platform to peer over and see whether a train is coming. It is. His foot catches a banana peel, and as he leans forward, he slips and falls onto the tracks, breaking his foot in the fall. Thankfully, bystanders managed to pull him out of harm's way in time. Add on one more nondescript slip and fall in 2022,
Hey, what's up?
and there we have it. 308 total incidents that tell many, many different kinds of stories, but collectively tell a story.
Fucking
of triumph.
308.
If the record is any indication, it appears as though we can claim
Total
victory over the
counts
banana peel. It's not like bananas went away.
Of banana
We did as much as we ever
peel
did.
incident.
So how did we do it? There have been a few contributing factors. There's the rise of the automobile, which meant less time standing on train platforms and walking down sidewalks, the preferred stalking grounds of the banana peel. There's the fact that malnutrition was a major
you didn't
American
miss
problem
anything.
during the banana peel's heyday, with about
I
a
guess
third of all
banana
Great War
peels
military
killing
applicants
people.
rejected because they weren't healthy enough. Malnutrition takes a big toll on bones and ligaments, which ups the risk of injuries during falls. And there are, of course, fewer newspaper reports of banana peel injuries because there are fewer newspapers to report them. Let's take Beloit, Kansas, site of Incident 209 reported in the November 2nd, 1921 edition of the Beloit Gazette. Flip around a few pages and you'll see an entire section dedicated to nearby Scottsville, which according to the 2020 census has a population of just 26. Clearly, most of Scottsville has been torn down, but the street grid still reflects the town's 1920 population of 165. And if you were one of those 165 people, you stood about a 25% chance of seeing your name in the paper on any given week. This week alone, the Beloit Gazette mentions 40 different residents of Scottsville. These people went to church. This sick kid is feeling better. These people went shopping. These people ate some candy. If you sneezed, you could get in the paper. If you hurt yourself on a banana peel, that'd be a bombshell. As you guessed, the Beloit Gazette ceased operations many decades ago. Day-to-day miscellanea like this is no longer reported by newspapers. That's now the domain of social media, a platform that's just about impossible to investigate scientifically. Even there, after a substantial amount of poking around, I encountered the same phenomenon I do in contemporary newspapers. Search results are dominated by people using the banana peel slip as a metaphorical device, as though it's a lightning strike or something. I spent more time searching social media than I probably should have, but I couldn't find a single post about someone actually injuring themselves on a banana peel. I believe that we have virtually eradicated the banana peel menace. It's true that for reasons we outlined, we can only give ourselves so much credit, but I think we should celebrate ourselves a little. Despite my Broadway encounter with the banana peel years ago,
menace.
I do not fear it while I walk down the street. If you walk down this street eating a banana peel 5 minutes before I did, I trust that you didn't drop it on the ground for me to slip on. I don't care which walk of life you come from, or who you voted for, or anything else. I trust that you looked out for me, even if you
Still
will
high
never meet me.
mortality rate.
Thank you. I promise I'll look out for you too. If we're going to spend all the time we do dwelling on all the ways in which we're losing, it is just as
21 people
necessary
died.
to celebrate our collective victories, no matter how small. We won.
That's crazy. Wait, I'm gonna go take a break and eat cereal. I'll leave you guys for a bit. Yeah, with milk. We will be waiting with squats. Fuck you. Hate you. Okay, I'm gonna eat again. Here we. Wait. I'm gonna put a different art so people will get baited. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck you so hard that your brains will come out. Let's put this on. Okay. Gonna eat BRB.
Meow.